Good morning, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the Backpack Trader Trading Room for Wednesday, June the 4th, 2025. Please note the required risk disclosure. This room is for education and information purposes only. It is not financial advice. Trade your own charts, not mine. Trading of this type carries substantial risks and should only be attempted with funds you can afford to do without. All right. Crude oil inventory report at 10:30, so set this disclosure aside. There's a potential short once we get started on the micro Russell. Two ticks. 0. Crude oil got it done. This looks like a filtered trade. This magenta bar is the end of the crossover filter. So you can take that as a get in sync and would have gotten targets 1 and 2 for 42 ticks. I will go ahead and follow another trade because that one does show as filtered, but that's a trade I take in my trading. Unleaded is a get in sync also, set up 5:45 before our start time, 8:54:15, but our start time is right here on the second down bar during that bar, so plenty of time to set the trade, and it comes back up, targets 1 and 2, and trails out at 6:38. So we pick up 32 on the trailer, 36 for target 1 traders would be 68 ticks. Target 2 traders would net 88 ticks, 1 and done session. And we'll bring up the micro NQ. Oops, that's not the one. That's the one. The micro NQ is at break even in a trade that's too early. Market is about to open. We have a here. Short setup. Actually, that setup did cancel. So no, we're flat. We're looking for a trade on YM. Looks like we've got a very good chance. Looks like we've got a possible long trade. There it is. Still not quite our start time yet. And that definitely gets us in. We are at start time now. So long on the YM. YM is in the long and making some progress there. I'm getting close. Micro Russell. Long trade. Money management. And actually, this is a big trade, but it did hit target 1. That's going to be target 2 is big enough to move our normal target 3 down. So target 2 is an objective. Yep, that was after our start time. Pound Aussie getting it done. This is a get in sync trade and just stopped out on the trailer at 0853. Picks up 2 positions at target 2 for 13 pips. 1 position at target 3 for 18. So that's 26 and 18, 44. We got 853, yeah, from our entry at 846. So 7 pips times 2 positions on the trailer. That's another 14. 58 pips on Pound Aussie, one and done there. YM picking up target 1 and trailing. Current stop is 642, no, 664. So this is a one and done session. It's going to be a one and done session on the YM. Pound Aussie is one and done. Crude, hey, there's another filtered trade. That's a crossover filter again, this time on the short side. And we did get target 3 on the Micro Russell. And we got target 3. And then stopped out on the trailer, but that trade was too early on the Micro NQ. $6.74 for the YM stop. And there it is. The YM is done. One and done there. Looking for our first trade on Micro NQ. We are in our time frame now, 4 minutes after market open. YM is done, not taking this short. Soybeans looking for a trade. And looking for trades on, wow, that was quick. We've got Micro Russell, Micro NQ, and soybeans. And we're watching for another trade on crude. Pound Aussie, unleaded, and the YM are all 3 done. We're looking at 4 charts right now. Actually, 3 charts. 4 charts. And there is the This would be I'm not going to follow this one because this would be exactly the same get in sync as the long that was successful. So that wouldn't be a trade I would be following. If you didn't take the long, I'm not going to take that one. But I would have taken the long anyway. So that would be one and done. 12.9 for the micro Russell stop. There's a new trade on crude. And that takes a full stop out. Then we go short. But that, I don't know, that should be a get in sync. Stop is up there, and now we have a stop in reverse. Micro Russell stops out. That's a small stop in reverse, so I would take that as the third trade if we were doing this. Stop in reverse would have been 36. And there was our entry. Looking for 49 for money management, 51 for target. And there is a long trade on soybeans. Soybeans not very active this morning. There are not many bars. Prices actually moved reasonably well since about 3 o'clock this morning. Chart actually should be on Central Time for the exchange time. All right, crude hitting money management and target one. 36 to 51 is 15 ticks. Oops, I missed proper target 2. It's right there. Hiding in the stop from the prior short. This is going to be the final trade on crude for the 9 a.m. session. Either way you played it. One and done on a get in sync on this crossover filtered trade. When the crossover filter comes off on the 8th bar on my charts. We have a full loss, a small stop and reverse loss. Target, at least target 1 win. Let's see if we get target 2. 3 tick adjustments, 15 and 25, so 40 ticks. Our loss on the first trade was 36, and on the second would have been 29 to 36, 7. That's 14. So we'd be down 50. We can get to within 10 of break even, but it's going to be a negative session. We do have news at 10 o'clock, although with the crude inventory report, we're not doing a 10 a.m. crude mini session. All right, trailer on crude up to 42, 63.42. And we have a short trade that I wasn't watching on Micro NQ. That's first trade of the morning. Soybeans, not sure where it's going. So we're watching Micro Russell, Micro NQ, crude, and soybeans. Our other 3 charts are done. This will be the last trade on crude for the 9 a.m. mini session. The next thing on crude will be the inventory report at 10:30. We'll start taking trades at 10:32, but that'll be a new stream. We'll take this stream up to about 10:15. We'll close this one down and get ready for the inventory report. One and done this morning on the pound Aussie, one and done on the YM. And looks like maybe taking a loss on the Micro NQ for our first trade. And it looks like there is target 2, so 40 ticks on that trade gets us within 10 of break even. It certainly mitigates where we were. Definitely better than 50 ticks down. Crude going up through target 3. And we do stop out on the micro NQ trade. Looks like we're close to getting, if we get an up bar here, no, we haven't got a crossover yet on the micro Russell. This will be a crossover though on the micro NQ. Short trade is a loss. Up closed will give us a long trade. There's our long trade, and it does trigger in. That definitely should have been time to get in, I think. Micro NQ not moving terribly fast this morning, which is kind of nice when you're trying to trade it. Possible crossover on this bar on micro Russell also would give us a long trade. Soybeans taking heat, testing the 20 simple moving average. And micro NQ taking some heat as well. Crude is done for the sessions. 4 charts done, 3 remaining. And 2 catapult charts, micro Russell, micro NQ, and soybeans. And that's loss number 2 on the micro NQ. Micro NQ getting noisy. There's a short trade, micro NQ. Here's our trade setup. No trigger yet. And it looks like we can get a short on the micro Russell also. Open at 11.7. There's the short. I should have had time to get into that, given that we were expecting it. 2 ticks. Looks like we've only gotten one of those. So we go 5, and we ping. Now we go through it. So money management. Micro NQ with money management also. So both of those trades are at least break even. Soybeans bouncing off the 20 SMA. And break even stop out on micro Russell. So we have a win and a break even. And micro NQ with a break even stop out as well. Oh, yeah, it still was a stop out. That would have been a very small loss, but it's counted as a break even, just a couple of ticks. As it was a money management trade. One win, one break even, one loss, one break even. No, actually, 2 losses, 1 break even on the micro NQ. And we are at the entry on soybeans again. I don't want to play the game we did the other day where soybeans kept coming back to the entry. Never did want to get anywhere. So 1 more loss or 3 more trades on the micro NQ. 3 more wins or 4 more trades. 3 more wins, 3 more losses, or 4 trades on the micro Russell. Our power quitting parameters are 4 wins, 3 losses, or 6 trades, whichever comes first on both of those trade plans. Crude continuing to push upward. Market thinking the demand is going to be up. Micro Russell is tracking this trade, but that would have been an intra-bar stop out at 10.1. Soybeans setting new session high. Looking for 1051 and a quarter for target 1. Need another 4 ticks from the high it just set. Micro Russell would have been a winning trade if not for that spike back to the break-even stop. Wick. And crude finally stops out of that trade. Just 3 ticks to target 1 on soybeans. New crude high at 63.83. Got up to this level on Monday. See if it continues higher. Oh, I'd like to see crude kind of settle down now. Wait for the crude inventory report. The inventory report has not been doing much lately. It's been fairly successful trade-wise, but just not producing much in the way of reactions. Wow, something just rattled micro NQ. Reload that and see. This doesn't look like anything else crazy. Oh, that was news at 10 o'clock. So I would have been in a stand down. All right. We actually picked up another. Yeah, that trade would have been a stand down also on the micro Russell. I'll wait a couple of minutes for it to settle back down, another minute or so to settle back down on the micro NQ. All right. And short. We'll take that short. On the micro NQ. Market has stabilized a bit. And we'll have a short also on the micro Russell. Okay, looks like we got a touch of the stop. The trade is still valid on the micro Russell. But we have not hit the entry, and takes a crossover to cancel. Crude having a little trouble getting through and clear 1050, or not crude, soybeans. And we did trigger on the same bar, so we'll have to track this manually on the micro Russell. Same bar that hit the stop, so the calculator will not track this. All right, money management on micro NQ. So this will be at least a break even. Trade number 4, I believe, 2 losses and a break even. We have, forget if we had a trade about before 10 o'clock. It's still loading. Just finished the reload. And there is target. This is slightly larger than normal trade, but that's target 2. Looking for target 3 next. Target on the micro Russell. No good. Target 4 there. Target looking for target 3 on the micro NQ. Up to our prior session high again on soybeans. All 3 charts in trades. All 3 active charts in trades. right, trade target 3 on micro NQ. Now looking for target 4, and we are trailing. Trailer at 662 flat. And we hit target 4 on both micro Russell and micro NQ. Micro Russell. .011 for the EMA, so 017. Oh, no, I'm sorry, I got the wrong thing. All right, wrong EMA, 99.3 is 100.1, and we did stop out at that. So that was our stop out. And we are also out of the micro NQ and into a long trade that is being successful already at money management and target 2. Yep, so we go to target 3. So that is a win on target or trade 4 and at least break even on trade 5. One more trade. So there's target 3. These 2 solid winners here. This is enough to get us positive. Trailing on this one again. Just shy of target, and there it just hit target, so we are done there. Soybeans hit target 1, so that will come, stop will come to 49.25, and that will be a one and done session. I'm going to have to take it out of here in about 4 to 5 minutes. 9 ticks, 2.25 points. Target 2 is our next goal for another 15 ticks. 3.75 points. And micro NQ stopping out. So one trade to go there, and we are definitely positive there. One trade to go are available to us on micro NQ, our trade plan. That was trade 4 in the lead on the micro Russell. We need a little bit more down to get to cross over. would set us up a short, but we're going to have to deal with that to get a new long. Another minute or two. Soybeans with target 1. Still flat on the micro NQ and the micro Russell. All right. Time to call it a morning. 1 trade remaining on the micro Russell. 2 on micro. I'm sorry, 2 on the micro Russell. 1 on micro NQ. And we just need resolution on the current trade on soybeans for it to be power quitting. So that is where we are, and I will see everybody in a few minutes for the crude oil inventory report. I should be trying. My intention is to try to get that started up in about 10 minutes. We'll see you then.